And good morning, Rino Soriano here, the Conscious Health Alchemist, day 10 on your 30-day holistic health challenge. So how are you doing? I think I've given you some powerful tips, secrets, how you can begin bridging over to a higher dimension of health and wellness. And today we're going to get into the fitness aspect because there's a lot of people nowadays overweight, very sedentary. We live in a very sedentary lifestyle. Most people have sedentary lifestyles. They're sitting behind computers and they're not doing much. So the deal is the body needs to be active, it needs to be worked out, but it needs to be done in the right way. And most of what's being taught out there is actually counterproductive. And so, you know, all these paradigms teaching cardiovascular endurance exercise, well, I have a secret for you, and I have to bust some of your paradigms because I've seen way too many people waste their energy and time on cardiovascular endurance exercises, which in my book, they don't get anybody in shape. In fact, that's the secret, is cardiovascular endurance exercise does not get people fit, tone, or help you to lose weight. I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but the results speak for themselves. We have millions of people every day going to the gym and doing cardiovascular, and the results speak for themselves. So I would want to offer you some maybe shifts in consciousness so you can begin trying some things so you can see the truth. But I've gone to the gym for years, and I mean, I've seen so many people do cardiovascular endurance exercise. I don't see many people getting in shape by doing that. So, and it doesn't get you in shape, because when you do cardiovascular endurance exercise, what's happening is you're mainly just burning the calories you consumed hours before. And so the way the body works is the body will always take simple carbohydrates and sugars, it's called glucose, to burn as fuel. The second thing that the body uses as fuel is protein, which is going to take your muscle mass. And that's what some people are doing, is they're going on these diets and crazy training programs. Whoa, butterfly. They go on these training programs, but they're limiting too much good stuff, and they wind up losing muscle, which is the last thing you want to do. Yes, you get smaller and tinier, but what most people are losing when they go on diets and do all these cardio stuff is water and muscle mass. Now that's the worst thing you can do, because now you have less muscle on your body to burn calories, and you actually have more fat on your body than you had before. So in fat to muscle ratio, you've actually increased that, even though you've gotten smaller. And now the next time you go consume regular calories, you're going to put that weight on super fast. That's what's going on with most people. The diets don't work. It's a very minimal short-term resolution, but it's not the truth, because what's going to happen eventually when you go back to consuming regular calories, you're going to put on the weight faster, and now you're much heavier and have much more fat on your body than before, because now you have less muscle mass. So my thing is, save your energy. You don't need to do cardiovascular endurance exercise. You do need to be active, and you need to do it in the right way. And so what I teach is what I call holistic fitness. Very simple, fun, creative, and the results speak for themselves, and it helps you get fit in record time. And you conserve energy. You want to conserve energy. So another proponent I want to bring up before I forget is when you do extensive and long-term cardiovascular endurance exercises, let's call it, you know what I'm talking about, the cardio, the treadmills, and all these things where you're exerting, you're elevating your heart levels past 60 to 75% of maximum heart rate, and you're doing that for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. What you do is, after 15-20 minutes, you put your body in survival mode. Your body's thinking you're running from something, and your body's going to start producing stress hormones, which is actually catabolic, which is actually counterproductive on what you're looking to do. If you're looking to slim down, you need to keep your physiology clean. You don't want to be stressing your heart. You're going to be stressing your heart, producing stress hormones, and that actually can mess up your metabolism, which will make losing weight very challenging. So I'm here to say, you don't need to do cardiovascular endurance exercise the way it's being taught and trained. There's a much more effective way in what I call holistic fitness. So here's the secret. If you want to get in shape record time, and you want to do it in a way that the results speak for themselves, I recommend going power walking or hiking. I live here in Arizona. I go hiking. I go up in the mountains, and I sometimes bring a backpack. Now, for most people, they don't live in the mountains. So what I recommend for most people is to simply, I'll be right back, simply grab a backpack, okay? Simple backpack. And what you can do is start putting weight in it. Okay, so what you do is you can start off with a water bottle. You can put a brick in here. You can put books in here, okay? And so once a week, you increase the weight a little bit. And so for me, I'm in the desert, so I'm gonna just grab a rock and start throwing this in here, okay? Then I zip this up, and I put the backpack on, okay? And I go power walking. Power walking is just you're swinging your arms, and you're going a little faster pace than a regular walk. and you just go walking. If you live in just a community, go down to your local park or go around the community a couple blocks. Do it for 30-40 minutes. If you're in the desert like me, I go power walking or I go up hiking. Okay, if you're at the beach, perfect, same thing. Put on the backpack, put some weight in, and every 5 or 7 days, put more weight in. And within a month, you're gonna have great results. And within a month, your backpack should be very heavy, okay? To the point where, yeah, it is a bit challenging, but you'll see that your whole body is going to be involved in that. And in doing that process, you're actually gonna slim down very quickly, okay? So backpack with weight. Another tip I can give you is, if you want to shed the weight the fastest, the first thing in the morning is the best time to go do power walking or hiking. Now, why is that? Because you've gone 8 to 12 hours without consuming any food, and so your body needs fuel to burn, okay? And so the first thing that your body uses is carbohydrates, simple sugar. Second one is protein. So now if you haven't eaten for 8 to 12 hours, the last thing that the body will use as fuel is fat. And so if you're overweight, one of the simplest ways to slim down is first thing in the morning, you put the backpack on and go power walking or hiking. Now, because your body's going to be forced to use the fat on your body to burn as fuel for your system. And so that's one of the main secrets, is go for, if you're going to do the exercise, let's call it like hiking or power walking, first thing in the morning, and then the weights you can do in the afternoon, which is much better after you've nourished your body and you have the strength. So first thing in the morning, empty stomach, put the backpack on with weight and go power walking and go hiking. That's the easiest, simplest way to get in shape. You don't need to run on the treadmill, and running is one of the worst, by the way. It's hard on your joints and it breaks down muscle tissue. It's catabolic, so stay away from all that stuff. So other activities you can engage in which are very healthy is tennis, volleyball, things that are start and stop. You don't want to be elevating your heart levels to high maximum rates, because it produces stress hormones in your body. Most people don't know that, even exercise experts and nutrition experts and personal trainers. And for me, I get dramatic results with people. Usually the results I get are like 3 to 4 pounds within the first few days they lose, because they're keeping it efficient, they're inputting clean nutrition, and they're doing the they're doing the movements that are actually going to get results. So keep it simple, make it fun, and invite some of your friends and neighbors to go power walking with you. Put the backpack on and go outside, and then take some time to be in nature. That's where the power is. Most people they're inside, they're sedentary, they're behind their computer, they're in their car, they're in synthetic stuff all day, every day for months and years, and then you wonder why people are hurting and overweight. You need to be active, so get outside and get your butt rolling, and let's get you in shape, and let's bling you out so you can go out and live a victorious life. I'm Rino Soriano, I'm the Conscious Health Alchemist. I just hit you with my holistic fitness secrets, and remember, healthy body, happy soul, and see you soon.